Good afternoon. I would like to thank everyone for attending this brief comparison and critique concerning the Essential Elements and Essential Elements 2000 edition band methods. Today I will be focusing on any additions or exemptions made specifically in the Percussion Book 1, 2000 edition. As we open up the new 2000 edition, the newly added spiral binding proves to be far superior than the original. Almost immediately, one notices the addition of a practice chart on the back side of the front cover. This is a great tool that can aid in documenting good habits and will hopefully motivate students to practice more often. A reading basic elements of music section takes the place of a let's play exercise that is repeated twice in the original version. Also, a first note exercise is added in the 2000 edition. A good definition of the beat or pulse of music is described in the 2000 edition, whereas there was no explanation of the word beat included in the original. The 2000 edition describes the beat or pulse as your heartbeat, and it should remain very steady. This is good advice for any student, and many beginning players have a hard time grasping the idea of a steady beat. As one continues to flip through the books, the presence of color in the 2000 edition is quite nice. It draws the eye towards new material and may entice students to learn new musical terms, symbols, or history. A note key concerning the bass drum is an essential element in the 2000 edition. Without this added brief explanation, notes with stems that point down may not be so quickly understood to be played on the bass drum. The term alternate sticking is defined in the 2000 edition as well. Even though a band director would probably address these concepts, it is quite good to have the information available for students to take home and discover as they practice. There is also a slight difference in the order that the other percussion instruments are introduced. As compared in the original and 2000 editions, the triangle is introduced much earlier in the 2000 edition, and the crash cymbals are introduced slightly later. Did the editors make this decision due to the weight of crash cymbals compared to a triangle? Or perhaps they intended to give the newly formed band a chance to have a couple rehearsals without all that crashing metal? The timpani does not seem to be introduced in Book 1 of the original Essential Elements. Also, there are no mallet parts to be found either in the original. There may be a separate book for keyboard percussion. This matter would take more time to investigate. Another great addition to the revised 2000 edition, besides the inclusion of timpani, is the staff paper available at the end of the book for musical notes and suggestions. All in all, I consider many great changes to have been made in the Essential Elements Percussion Book 1, 2000 edition. One drawback to this new edition is the glossary or reference index. The reference index in the 2000 edition does not include symbols beside the terms. This may prove to be a challenge for a new player when attempting to look up a musical term or symbol without knowing the exact name of the symbol. Again, I want to thank you for joining me this evening.